Dear learners, I am Mrs. Uma. Today, let us discuss part 6 in advertising. We'll see what is an advertising copy. The element of a good advertising copy forms from the headline to closing, which should be followed 4 steps in the selling process, which is AIDA in a logical order. A stands for attention, I stands for interest, and D stands for desire, and A stands for action. Dear learners, today let us discuss the different types of advertising copy. In that, first one is institutional copy. Institutional copy means sells not the product or services but the name of the business houses or advertisers. It creates a goodwill around its philosophy, policy, objectives towards customer. It is called as institutional copy. For example, showing harmful effects of smoking and ITC donating every 1 rupee note for the education of the village children. Here is the example of institution copy. And next is expository copy. It is a copy tells openly and directly all the features of a using a suitable product or services. In addition, picture to impress a customer. It is called as expository copy. For example, McDonald. Here is the example of expository copy. And next one is comic or humor copy. Some humor may also be introduced to advertising copies to effectively exploit the patriotism of a product. Then it is said to be comic or humorous copy. And here comes educative copy. Sometimes when a particular class of buyer is to be approached, the advertisers may include valuable scientific or technological information of interest to the class is called as educated copy. Example, Samsung. Here is the example of a educator copy. And next is narrative or story copy. It is a kind of advertisement which narrates a story or an incident with the help of a product presented. Then it is called as narrative copy. For example, a life of a boy is being narrated in the form of a story. By reading the story, the customers and the people, they come to know what has happened in the boy's life. So that is known as narrative or story copy. And next one is comic or humor copy. Some humor may also be introduced to advertising copies to effectively exploit the patriotism of a product. Then it is said to be comic or humorous copy. We'll see what is an advertising copy. The element of a good advertising copy forms from the headline to closing, which should be followed 4 steps in the selling process. If you see this example, a girl, she is eating an ice cream. When she eats an ice cream, her tooth is being affected because of cavity and because of the chillness. So the product, if she use Sensodyne, it helps us to make our teeth effective. So this is the straight or selling copy. The next is a reminder copy. Reminder copy is nothing but this copy reminds the audience about a deadline of a product. For example, if you see here, a car is being given an ad which is like, don't miss it, get your spark today at rupees 2.6 lakh. This product will be sold for this cost only at today. So what they'll be doing is to remind this product, they keep continuously giving an ad. It's known as reminder copy. And next is narrative or story copy. It is a kind of advertisement which narrates a story or an incident it with the help of a product presented. Then it is called as narrative copy. For example, a life of a boy is being narrated in the form of a story. By reading the story, the customers and the people they come to know. Here comes local. Local copy is nothing but the advertisement is given in a local magazines. For example, when we get 10th and 12th results, there will be many local advertisers. What they'll be doing is the students who have secured first mark in their district, they get the students names and the photocopy and they give an ad like this. If you see here, a school name is given and they have given the students who have got the first mark. By this, the surrounding people they come to know which school students has got more marks and the percentage. Local refers to those advertisements that try out to reach the local consumers product. And here comes rural. Rural is an advertising which is being covered towards the rural areas to perceive the rural consumers and the prospects.